Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for October 2022. This is a general reading for Scorpio. However, cross watchers are also welcome. Keep in mind that the roles of the individuals or energies identified in this reading may be swapped, and that the intensity of the energies or situations may vary. So feel free to take with you whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. We're going to start off with this Celtic cross reading and close off with an oracle card message. So Scorpio, you have here in the present situation Justice. What crosses is the Eight of Pentacles. Above you is the Six of Pentacles. Below you, the Four of Bones or Four of Swords. In the past, you have the Four of Pentacles. In the near future, you have the Ace of Swords. Your attitude of the situation, you have the Queen of Swords. In your environment, you have the High Priestess. In your hopes and fears, you have the Four of Wands, and the outcome, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So Scorpio, I am just seeing if there are any cups in your spread, and I do not see cups. There are pentacles, majority of pentacles, and then some swords, and this wand over here. So in the current situation with the Justice card, there seems to be some type of stability or balance that you are focusing on. There are three different fours here. You know, the Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and Four of Wands, which kind of indicate, fours indicate stability, security, foundation. And so here with Justice being balance, it's balance and also what is right or what is just, what you would expect to be the case. With the Eight of Pentacles, it seems that there is a focus on finances, resources. With the Six of Pentacles above you, there is a focus on kind of getting the, possibly a significant more income. And in the past with the Four of Pentacles, it may be that you're saving money, or, you know, trying to save money and try to build up your finances. With the Four of Swords below you, there is a kind of working in the background, possibly a need to kind of take a rest, to get kind of like a clear head of things. With the Queen of Swords in your attitude, you're definitely kind of thinking in the same way as the Justice card, this cause and effect, analyzing if you do this, then, you know, what comes next. And trying to be independent and really, you know, take ownership over your life, your situation. With the High Priestess in your environment, it may be that there are, you know, things that you are aware of and things that you are unaware of. Maybe some type of, I don't know if it's secrets in a bad way or just information that you don't yet know. In your hopes and fears with this Four of Wands, It may be that you are trying to save up to move to a new place, or to um, even spruce up your own, your own home right now. With the Ace of Swords in your near future, there is definitely a sense of victory in what you're trying to accomplish. It's as if all the pieces are fitting together the way you anticipated, and with the outcome being the Queen of Pentacles, you're very much enjoying what you created, having a sense of enjoying your home, taking, like pampering yourself, really managing your time, your resources well. So let's take a look at the Four of Pentacles in your past here, Scorpio. You have the Nine of Bats or the Nine of Swords. So it could be that there was some kind of stressful situation when it came to finances, stability, or security. And it could be that's why there's a focus on saving and making sure you can increase your finances in the flow of income. Let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles above you. You have the High Priestess. So you have the High Priestess twice here. So with this focus on the High Priestess, it may be that right now with a focus on finances, and not just finances, just managing your resources overall. You've got this Queen of Swords in your attitude of the situation, and your focus is about kind of making sure you can have a reliable income, but it may also be that you are needing to kind of rely on your intuition on what your wants and your needs are going to be. Maybe with this Queen of Swords, you are starting to work on a budget, work on a schedule, like actually start writing things down instead of just relying on your intuition, or just, if you're one of those people like, oh no, I'll just remember. It may be that this shift to being more methodical about where you're allocating things might be taking place. So let's take a look at this Justice card here. You have the Strength card. That's interesting. So in some decks, the Strength card is Major Arcana number 11, and Justice is number 8. These have been swapped by the in the Rider-Waite Smith deck, and it seems to be the case for most decks that I've come across. But it's almost a sense of recognizing changes in yourself and that need to be made, but needing to recognize and acknowledge and embrace certain tendencies that you might have. If you tend to think you'll remember something and end up forgetting, then accepting that too, and then figuring out, well, what do we do about that? So if I think I remember and I end up not remembering, what's the, from the Queen of Swords point of view, what's a reasonable approach to solving that problem? Because I know that about myself, well, maybe writing it down. So let's see about the Eight of Pentacles that crosses. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. So it's a sense of like if you've had not amazing, um, maybe you think of it as luck, circumstances, or feel that's been the case. It's a sense that what you are doing now, this shift of being more conscious of your spendings, what you need, what you want, kind of analyzing this is really going to shift things where you can accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. So let's see what the Four of Swords is below you. You have the Six of Ghosts or the Six of Cups, which indicates, the past, memories. So kind of working in the background. It could be this concept of, it's almost making me think of being forgetful. That, again, that concept of, oh, I'll remember. And it's like, well, I didn't remember until someone reminded me that I forgot. Then I remembered. It's one of those things. Let's take a look at the Queen of Swords and your current attitude. You have the Two of Imps or the Two of Wands. So here it's a sense of, thinking in a new way, getting outside of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone may have been to just, hope that everything was going to be fine and then end up like not being in the place of being fine and then needing to stress out about it. So this approach that you're taking, it may be something that's outside your comfort zone, but it's really something that you should embrace. So let's see about the High Priestess and your environment. You have the Eight of Bats or Eight of Swords. So your environment are external factors that are influencing you. It may be that there are individuals around you that are kind of, they're feeling restricted, they're feeling, that they don't lack power or, they're being held hostage to their circumstances, and they are kind of embracing that concept of, the what they know and what they don't know, and the what they don't know, they kind of are assuming or not giving credit. That's the wrong word for it. Blaming a certain group, certain organizations, certain someone else that wants to keep them down or wants to rise up, and in that process is keeping them down. So it is a sense of in your environment, knowing that there is that tendency of when things aren't going well to, blame someone else, to make it seem like it's someone else's fault and not take responsibility. But here, with this Queen of Swords attitude that you are embracing, you're taking responsibility. This Justice being the present situation, you recognize that there's cause and then effect. And if you are constantly feeling a certain way or experiencing certain things, recognizing that how you are contributing to that, especially with a strength card, and recognizing aspects of yourself, how you can be contributing to a situation and making a change, that seems to be a big focus for you. And let's take a look at the Four of Wands in your hopes and fears. You have the Six of Imps or Six of Wands. So there's some type of victory, celebration, some milestone. You really are putting in that effort to make a difference and to feel happy about where you are, where you're going, what you're doing. And with the Ace of Swords in your near future, it is a sense of victory and a sense of kind of new perspective. You have the Hermit here. So this new perspective, this wisdom, this sense of embracing aspects of yourself and your journey along the way, and kind of picking out the key parts of it and putting a plan of action together so that you are kind of succeeding in what you want to succeed in. Let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles in your outcome. You have the King of Imps or the King of Wands. So there's definitely a sense of whatever it is you are trying to accomplish, you are embracing that as your outcome. You are kind of taking more ownership of your life and where you seem to be in terms of your environment and who you're surrounding yourself with, and kind of leveling up. You're definitely leveling up here, Scorpio. So I'm going to pull an oracle card for a message from your higher self about tricks and treats to be mindful of this month. You have joy, rejoicing in the present. So definitely a sense of knowing that life can kind of go one way or the other with this Wheel of Fortune, and actually working on focusing on the positive, focusing on whatever silver lining there is, making time to create an environment and a mindset that are aligned with whatever goals that you have. And I'm going to pull one more card here to kind of see some contradictions to be aware of. This month you have dry and you have wet. And the way that I'm kind of sensing this is more, I noticed like the leaves on this joy card and this dry card. It's almost a sense of warmth and like warmth, the sun, energy, focusing with the dry. And the wet, interestingly, now that I have completed clarifying everything, there seems to be one card that is cup related, and it is this Six of Cups in what's below you here. So that is the only wet that you have in your spread, and it's a sense of change. These the way you're going forward is definitely trying to shift your perspective. So what was once wet can be dry, what's dry can be wet, but you can also find the silver lining and joy in any of those aspects. So Scorpio, I'm hoping that this provides a helpful perspective of your October. To uncover more layers about the month, check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. We'll see you next time. Take care.